Hi everyone and welcome to another how to build tutorial. In this video I'll be showing you how to build a jungle treehouse. The treehouse consists of a larger floor at the bottom which will be for crafting, sleeping and some storage space, and a smaller floor at the top which will be primarily for storage. There's also a lookout platform between the two floors that you can walk about on. I really hope that you enjoy this video. To start, we're going to need a tree that's at least 35 blocks tall. Jungle trees usually grow to a maximum of 30 blocks tall, so we'll need to climb up to the top of one and plant another on top. To do this, add some dirt in line with the trunk from the bottom tree, then plant 4 saplings in a square and use bone meal on them. I've then replaced the dirt with logs, removed the leaves from the bottom tree and also any branches that were coming off it. Now that we have a tall tree to use, start at the bottom and count around 15 blocks up. This will be where we'll start the first platform. When you've counted 15 blocks up, add 2 jungle planks to mark it out, just like this. You can go higher if you'd like, but we do need space for the second floor too. In front of the 2 jungle planks that we added, add another 3 sets of 2, so it's 4 blocks long in total. Do this on all sides of the tree, so there should be a 2 block wide by 4 block long platform on each side. If you're in survival, you can use the vines on the tree to help you climb up and down from this. You should have something like this so far, a 2 by 4 block long platform on each side of the tree. Now fill in the gaps between these platforms with more jungle planks, starting in the corner and filling in the diagonals until you reach the edge. It should go 1, 2, 3 and then 4 blocks across. We're going to repeat this for all of the gaps, so head to the next one and do the exact same. When 2 of the gaps are filled in, the side between them that used to be 2 blocks across should now be 4 blocks across. Repeat for the 2 remaining gaps, they're all exactly the same. For this build, I've tried to stick to materials that you can find in a jungle, so the majority of the build uses jungle or oak wood, no spruce or dark oak. Here's what the platform should look like so far. It's 4 blocks across on each side with 2 diagonal blocks in between. Now, next to the trunk where you want the front to be, remove the 2 jungle planks so you can climb up and down the vines when they join back up. After that, add a border of upside down jungle stairs around the outside of the platform. This is to make it a bit bigger, but also makes the edge of the platform look nicer and like it ends properly, instead of just being flat. Do this all the way around, making sure that all of the stairs join up. You can do this in survival by crouching on the edge and placing the stair on the top half of the block. Keep going all the way around until you meet up with the other side. It should look like this once you're done. As you can see, the transition at the edge is much nicer now. Now that the platform's finished, on each end of the now 6 block long sides, add a 5 block high column of jungle logs. So the logs on each corner should have the 2 diagonal blocks in between. We're going to do this on every corner of the platform, so in total there will be 8 jungle log columns. The columns on the sides should have 4 blocks in between them. These columns will hold the roof up, which we'll be adding next. When all of the columns are in place, it should look like this. We're now going to start on the roof. So, on the outer side of the 4th block up the column, add a temporary block with another to the side of it and a jungle stair in front of that. It should look like this. Now, remove the temporary blocks and add an upside down stair behind the one that we added, and then add another stair on top with a second upside down stair behind that. So the second upside down stair should be in front of the top block on the jungle log column. Now repeat on the other side, so a temporary block in front of the 4th log up, another block next to this with a stair in front, then remove the temporary blocks and add an upside down stair with another stair on top and a second upside down stair behind that. So you should now have the 2 ends of the roof outline complete. After that, add a jungle slab on top of the upside down stair and make a block using slabs in front of it. Do this on both sides and then add 2 blocks half a block up in the middle to join the 2 sides together. We're going to use this roof outline on all 4 sides. So for the next side, add the temporary blocks on the 4th block again with the stair in front. Then remove the temporary blocks and add an upside down stair behind the stair that we added. Then repeat these stair placements above. Do the same again on the other side. If you get the placement of the temporary blocks and the first stair right, then the rest should be fairly easy. After you've placed all the stairs, add the slabs, starting with the one on top of the upside down stair with a block in front. Do this on both sides, then join the two sides together with 2 blocks in the middle. To join the outlines together in the corner, add a temporary block, then place a jungle slab, so it's in the diagonal gap between the 2 stairs. Now repeat all of this again for the 2 remaining sides. If you get stuck, you can look back on how we did it at the start, copy what you've already built, or follow the graphic on screen to see the block placements. As you do in each roof outline, make sure to add the corner slab on the diagonal block between the bottom stairs to join it all together. After the outlines are complete, we can fill in the rest of the roof. To do this, come to the slab in the corner and add an oak stair next to the bottom jungle stairs. Then add a slab in between them on the top half of the block. So it looks like this. On the next layer, add oak stairs in line with the jungle stairs again, but turn them in the middle so that they go onto the oak slab that we placed on the layer below. For the next layer, we'll be using oak slabs and following the same shape as below, so join them up to the jungle slabs but turn in the middle. Repeat this again for the layer above. The 2 sides of the roof should always line up. For the final layer, just add 2 rows of slabs behind the jungle slabs on each side. We'll be adding the platform here shortly. Repeat on the other side, and here's what the first section of the roof should look like. We need to repeat this 3 more times to fill in the whole roof now. So for the first layer, add an oak stair next to the bottom jungle stairs with an oak slab in the middle on the top half of the block. On the next layer, add oak stairs again, but turn them in the middle so they go onto the oak slab on the layer below. So you should have this so far. Now for the next 2 layers, we'll be adding oak slabs, in line with the jungle slabs on the roof outline and following the shape of the roof from the layers below. Finally, we need to add the 2 rows of slabs behind the jungle slabs at the top. I already have one side filled in here from before. Now half of the roof is done, you should have an idea of how to do it. All of the sides are exactly the same. Don't worry if you get stuck though, just skip back in the video to the part where I took you through it step by step, or have a look at a side that you've already completed. And don't worry if you struggle with some of the stair placements. They can be quite tricky, and you can see in the video that I also struggled with it a bit. Just take your time and you'll be able to do it. Now for the top of the roof, add oak planks in front of the slabs that we added, with another on either side, as shown. Add another plank in the corner and then add 2 oak slabs on either side below this to create a nicer transition. Then repeat on the next side, so 2 oak planks in front of the oak slabs with another on either side. After that, add the plank in the corner with the 2 oak slabs on either side below it. It will be the same all the way around the top of the roof, and this is where the small platform will be that you'll be able to look out from. From the platform, you'll be able to see a nice view of the jungle and be able to watch the sunsets too. Here's what the outline of it should look like. Now we're just going to fill in the middle with oak slabs placed on the bottom half of the block. I've used slabs here like this so nothing will be able to spawn on the platform. We'll also add fences around this with torches on top later on in the video to make it nice and light. Make sure that you've left the 2 blocks empty that are in line with the 2 that we removed below so you can climb up and down the vines on the tree. Now the first floor's done, we can build the next one above this. So starting at the platform, count up by around 6 or 7 blocks, then mark this out by placing jungle planks again. Add 2 more rows in front so you have a 2 block wide by 3 block long section. We then need to repeat this on the other 3 sides of the tree. I'm just removing some of the vines here so they don't get in the way. So on the remaining sides, add more 2 block wide by 3 block long sections. This floor of the treehouse is smaller than the one below, which is why each of these sections are only 3 blocks long. Now fill in the corners again. This time it will be 1 block diagonally, then 2, then 3. It's the same as we did on the floor below, but of course this time it's smaller. Fill in the final 2 corners to finish the outline of the platform off. Once the corners are filled in, each side should be 4 blocks long with a 1 block diagonal in each corner. If you haven't already, make sure to remove the 2 blocks by the tree so you can climb up and down between all of the floors. Now, just like the first platform, we're going to add a border of upside down jungle stairs around the outside of the platform. Like I said earlier, you can do this in survival by crouching on the edge and placing the stair on the top half of the block. Just make sure that the stairs join together all the way around the platform. Once it's done, it should look like this. Now we're going to add 4 block high jungle log columns on each end of the now 6 block long sides of the platform. So the logs should have a gap of 4 blocks in between them. This is because we added the stairs around the outside to make the platform a bit bigger. Do this on all sides, making sure that the columns are 4 blocks high, not 5 like we did below. When the columns are all in place, it should look like this. We're now going to start on the roof. To start, add an upside down stair facing inwards on the top block of the 4 block high column. Now add a normal jungle stair behind and on top of the upside down stair with another upside down stair in front of the top one. Then repeat on the other side, so an upside down stair facing inwards on the top block of the column, then a stair behind and on top of it with another upside down stair at the top. It should look like this. Now add a slab on top of the upside down stair at the top and make a block using slabs in front of this so it's half a block up. Do this on both sides so they join together in the middle. Now we're going to repeat all of this again on the next side, so add an upside down stair facing inwards at the top of the 4 block high column, then add the stairs behind and on top of it again with another upside down stair at the top. Repeat these stair placements on the other side now. It should be exactly the same as what we built earlier. So the upside down stair at the top of the column with the other stairs behind and above it. Now join the 2 sides together with a slab on top of the upside down stair and 2 blocks in the middle. After you've finished the roof outline, add the slab in the diagonal gap between the 2 bottom stairs, just like we did on the roof below. Now we just need to repeat the roof outline 2 more times for the remaining sides. They're both exactly the same as what we've just done, so you can copy what you've already built, or if you get stuck, you can go back to where I took you through it step by step or follow the graphic on screen. As you do each roof outline, remember to add the slab in the corner between the 2 bottom stairs. We're going to be filling in the rest of the roof next. This is almost the same as how we did the roof below, so add oak stairs at the bottom in line with the jungle stairs at the sides and add an oak slab in between them on the top half of the block. On the next layer, add oak stairs in line with the jungle stairs again, but make them come in the middle so they go onto the oak slab that we added. For the next layer, we'll be adding oak slabs in line with the slabs on the roof outline and following the shape of the layer below. At the top, add 3 rows of slabs in line with the top of the planks in the roof outline. Do this on both sides and that's 1 section of the roof filled in. Here's what it should look like so far. Now we need to fill in the next gap, which is exactly the same. So oak stairs on either side at the bottom with an oak slab in between on the top half of the block. On the next layer, add oak stairs again, but make them come in the middle so they go onto the oak slab from the layer below. After that, add oak slabs on the next layer, following the shape of the one that we've just done. Finally, add the 3 rows of oak slabs at the top of the roof outline to finish off this section too. Now we just have the 2 remaining gaps left to fill in, which are exactly the same as what we've just done. Again, feel free to look back in the video if you get stuck. If you like the build and are following along with the tutorial, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a like and feel free to leave any feedback that you have in the comment section below. Now, to fill in the gap at the top, add more oak slabs going around the tree, in line with the slabs that we added at the top of the roof outline. We don't need to leave a gap up here because we're not going to be coming up here. After that, add an extra slab on either side of the corner one to make the top of the roof a bit more rounded. And that's the main structure of the top floor completed. Here's what the 2 floors should look like now that they've both been built. We're now going to add more detail to each floor, starting with the larger one at the bottom. So head to one of the longer sides and add 2 stripped jungle logs on each side of the 4 block wide gap. Then add a jungle slab on top of them with 2 jungle fences in the middle. After that, add a jungle trapdoor at the bottom of the stripped jungle logs on the outside. If you're in survival, you'll have to add the trapdoors before the fences and use temporary blocks so you can come out from the platform a bit to be able to place them properly. Now add an extra oak slab on each side at the top and place jungle fences between them. Add another row of fences below, between the columns, and add an extra fence on each side above the jungle slabs. For the corner, we're just going to add 2 jungle logs with jungle slabs on top to keep it simple. Now we're going to repeat this for all of the remaining gaps. So stripped jungle logs on each side with a jungle slab on top, jungle fences in between and jungle trapdoors on the outside. Then an extra oak slab at the top on each side with jungle fences in between, another row of fences below these and an extra fence on each side below that. For the corner it's the 2 jungle logs with jungle slabs on top. It's the same pattern going all the way around the treehouse, so it's easier for you to follow along and remember. If you'd like to build a different treehouse in another biome, you can check out my spruce treehouse video that I built in a mega taiga biome. The link is in the description if you'd like to have a look. And feel free to leave any requests for other build tutorials that you'd like to see in the comments section below. I do see and read all of the comments, so yours won't be missed. Keep going with the wall details until all of the walls are filled in. After that's done, we're going to add lighting to the inside of the treehouse. So head inside if you aren't already and go to the corner. Add an extra oak slab on each side next to the jungle stairs and 2 more at the top of the columns. Then hang a lantern in the corner to light it up. We're going to repeat this in every corner, so add the extra slabs at the bottom and the top and hang a lantern in the corner. The extra slabs are just for detail to make the transition between the columns and the roof look a bit better. If you don't want to use lanterns, then feel free to use torches on the columns instead. Now that the lighting is done inside the treehouse, we need to add some supports below it to make it look a bit more realistic and better structured. So head to the side of the tree, right underneath the platform, and add 2 oak planks with another 2 below them. Then add 2 more rows of planks in front of the top ones, so you have 3 sets of 2 at the top and 1 set of 2 at the bottom. After that, add 2 upside down oak stairs below the bottom planks. Then add 2 oak slabs to the corner and another 2 in front of the last 2 planks at the top. And you should now have a support that looks like this. Please note that these supports will be on the sides and back of the tree, not the front, as we need to be able to climb up and down the vines on the front to get to the treehouse. Now repeat this support on the back, so 3 sets of 2 oak planks at the top and 1 set of 2 oak planks at the bottom. Then add upside down oak stairs below the bottom planks and oak slabs to the corner and in front of the last planks at the top. Now repeat this one more time on the final side. It's exactly the same as the 2 that we've just built, just make sure that you're not blocking the front of the tree where the entrance to the treehouse is. In the corner between the supports, add an oak plank with upside down oak stairs on either side and an oak slab below. Do this in the other corner too to add a bit more structure and to make the transition here nicer. As you can see, it makes the supports look a bit sturdier. Now we're going to add small supports at the front. So at the front, add an oak plank in the top corner of the side support next to the tree, then add an upside down oak stair in front and next to it with an oak slab below. Then repeat on the other side, so an oak plank with upside down oak stairs in front and next to it and an oak slab below. They should look like this and shouldn't be blocking the entrance at all. And here's what the lower floor looks like with the added supports. As you can see, it's made a huge difference to the overall structure of the build. Now head back inside and stop by the entrance. Remove the jungle planks to the right, left and directly in front of you and replace them with upside down jungle stairs as shown. These stairs stop the vines from spreading forwards and creating a mess below. Now add a couple of jungle trapdoors over the gap to stop you from falling down. As you can see, you can still climb up the vines and get into the treehouse. Now all of the details have been added to the lower floor, we're going to finish off the platform above. It's not very safe at the moment, so we need to add some fences and lighting up here to make it secure. To do this, add jungle fences on top of the oak planks with an extra 2 on each side that go 1 block lower than the planks as shown. Add another jungle fence to the plank in the corner with another fence on top, then repeat what we just did on the first side. So the fence is going across the oak planks with another 2 on each side. It will be exactly the same all the way around the platform. So keep going all the way around until you get to the other side. It should look like this once all of the fences are in place. Now add a torch on top of the corner fence that we made taller than the rest. Do this in each corner to light up the platform. It should look like this once it's finished. Now we're going to move on to detailing the top floor. So, just like we did below, on the longer sides add 2 stripped jungle logs on each side with a jungle slab on top. Add the jungle trapdoors at the bottom of the stripped logs on the outside and then add 2 jungle fences in between. After that, add jungle fences across the top, on the block above the log columns, and add an extra fence below on each side. For the corner, just add a jungle log with a jungle slab on top of it. We're going to use the same design all the way around again, so for the next side, add the stripped logs on either side with the slabs on top, add the jungle trapdoors on the front, fences between the logs, and then more fences across the top. So it's identical to the side that we've just done. In the corner, add the jungle log with the slab on top, and then keep repeating the design all the way around. The walls for this floor are also very similar to what we did on the floor below, but of course this time it's slightly smaller. Keep going until you've filled in all of the gaps in the walls. Once that's done, we can add the lighting and supports to this floor too. Then after that, we can move on to decorating the interior of the build. The lighting's much simpler up here as we don't have to add any extra slabs, so just add a lantern in each corner of the room. If you'd prefer, you can also use torches up here instead of the lanterns. When you've done the lighting, add the jungle trapdoors to cover up the gap in the floor. And that's the details added to the upper floor, we just have the supports to add now. We can't add trapdoors to the platform because we used slabs instead of full blocks, but it's unlikely that anything would be able to get up there anyway. Now, for the supports for the upper floor, head to the side of the tree below the platform and add 2 oak planks to the corner with another 2 in front. Add upside down oak stairs below the first planks and oak slabs in front of the second planks. And that's it. Repeat 2 more times for the back and for the other side of the tree. So 2 sets of 2 oak planks, upside down oak stairs under the first set and oak slabs in front of the second set. Make sure you don't add a support at the front covering the entrance. Now for the corners in between the supports, add an oak plank with an upside down oak stair on either side and an oak slab underneath, like we did with the other supports. Repeat this in the other corner too, so an oak plank, upside down oak stairs on either side and an oak slab underneath. For the small supports at the front, add an oak plank with an oak slab in front of it and to the side. Do this on both sides, making sure not to cover the entrance. Once the supports are done, it should look like this. As you can see again here, it's made a huge difference to the overall structure of the build. Now we're just going to head back up to the entrance of the upper floor and remove the jungle planks to the left, right and in front of it and replace them with upside down jungle stairs, just like we did on the floor below to stop the vines from spreading. Now that all the main structures and details are complete, we can work on the interior, so head down to the bottom floor and we can begin. Starting at the front, facing the entrance, head to the right hand side and place 2 beds. I've chosen brown because you can get brown dye from cocoa beans in the jungle. Next to the beds, place an upside down jungle stair with a slab next to it to make a table. On top of the tables, add a lantern and some flower pots for decoration. In the corner towards the back, add a chest for a bit of extra storage. On the back wall, by the chest, make another table using a jungle slab and a jungle stair. On top of this table, add a stone cutter and a flower pot. Feel free to change any of the workstation blocks if you want to. In the next corner, I've added a crafting table and a smithing table with a flower pot next to it. By the crafting table, I've added a couple of stacked barrels for some extra storage, and I've also added another 2 in the next corner as well. Place them facing in different directions for extra detail. In the gap between the barrels, I've then added a couple of furnaces and a couple of smokers, then I've put a couple of slabs on top of the fences behind these. In the corner at the front, I've added a couple of blast furnaces, a chest by the barrels and an anvil. Finally, in the last corner that we've got left, I've added a flower pot and some stacked barrels again. Now I'm going to add a table and some shelves around the tree in the middle. To do this, add upside down jungle stairs around the bottom block of the tree here. I've turned the end ones so they wrap around at the bottom a bit. We're not going to add any at the front because the trapdoors are there. Now, above the table, leave a block and then add more upside down jungle stairs to create a shelf above it. We're also leaving out the corners this time. Now that we have the table and the shelf, I've added some brewing stands on the table along with some flower pots and a lantern. If you want to add different things here, then feel free to. We'll be filling all of the flower pots shortly too, not leaving them empty like they are at the moment. On top of the shelves, I'm just going to add some barrels. You can add double chests up here if you'd prefer, or just some decorations if you want. The floor upstairs will be full of storage. I've left the vines at the front so it looks more natural instead of using ladders. Now for the flower pot on the floor by the front, add a dead bush to it and place a leaf block on top to make a plant. For the other flower pots, I've just added saplings, ferns, flowers, bamboo or a cactus. You can add anything to them and it will still look good, just use what you have available. And that's the interior of the bottom floor completed. Now we just have to do the top floor, so head up there using the vines that we've left on the tree. This floor is going to be for storage. To start, remove the middle blocks from the trunk at the front of the room. Make sure that you don't remove the bottom blocks or the trapdoors will come off. After that, add a jungle slab on the left at the bottom and place an armour stand on top. Then add 2 slabs across the top and end a chest next to the armour stand and an item frame on the log. Now go around to the side and remove all of the vines. After that, add 4 stacked double chests going up the side of the tree. To place the chests on top of each other, you just have to crouch. Now repeat this on the other 2 sides. I've tried to include as much storage as I can without making it too cluttered, so there's 12 double chests up here with some room for more, barrels that I'll add next, and plenty of storage space downstairs as well. Now all of the chests have been added, I'm just going to add some stacked barrels in each corner so there's even more storage up here. You can also add more double chests in front of the fences on the side walls too if you want. On the back wall, I've added an extra crafting table and a furnace because they're always useful to have near your storage. Then I've just carried on adding barrels to the remaining corners. I've left space at the sides in case you wanted to add any other workstations or decorations that I've left out. And that's the interior of the top floor completed. Now we're just going to add a simple covered entrance at the bottom of the tree. To do this, go to the bottom at the front and add 4 jungle logs with another 3 next to them. In front of the 3 high logs, add another 2 and then 1 as shown. Then repeat on the other side. So 4 logs with another 3 logs next to them. Then add 2 logs in front of the 3 with 1 log in front of them. After that, add a jungle fence on top of the front log with another 2 in front of that. So it looks like this. Then do the same on the other side, so 1 fence on top of the log and 2 in front of it. On top of the fences, add 3 jungle stairs leading back to the 3 block high logs. Do this on both sides. So you have something that looks like this. After that, add upside down jungle stairs behind the ones that we've just added on both sides. Then add jungle slabs on top of the upside down stairs. And finally, join the 2 sides together in the middle with jungle planks. And you should now have a simple covered entrance that looks like this. Now that's done, add some slabs on top of the logs that we added by the tree. Make sure that you don't cover up the entrance where you'll be climbing up though. After that, add more jungle fences in front and to the side of the ones that we added earlier, just like this. Then add some jungle fence gates to the gap and place torches on top of the fences that stick out at the front. The entrance should now look like this. To improve the back, add a couple more logs behind the 4 block high column with a slab on top to fill in the corner. Do this on both sides and that's the whole treehouse build completed. I'm now going to add some final details like more branches, leaves and vines on the tree and on the roof of the treehouse. So, because my tree was very tall, I have some space at the top that looks empty. To fill it out a bit, I'm going to copy the branches that you can normally find on jungle trees and add a few to make it look more realistic. After that, I'm then going to add a few leaf blocks spreading across the roof and hanging down a bit to make it look like the vegetation is growing around the treehouse. This just adds a bit more colour and life to the build. You can also add some vines to the walls. And that's the entire treehouse build completed. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video and I really appreciate all of the support. If you like the build, then please consider subscribing if you haven't already to see more content like this, and if you are subscribed, then hit the notification bell so that you never miss a new video.